Alright, so today we'll be covering the conversion playbook. This is what we are going to cover. Recap of sales bedrock जो हमने last session में cover किया था. Then using this process ethically. Then the freedom sales arsenal, persuasive weapons of mass conversion. Then our A to Z sales process and freedom acquisition की जो script हम लोग use करते हैं, we are going to give you an idea on that. So recap of the sales bedrock. Pain is the primary reason anyone buys anything, and the primary reason anyone buys anything is to alleviate or get out of a painful situation. We must create pain in order to motivate the prospect to buy. We can justify this by being honest and having their best interests at heart. Next one is separation and bridging. Masterful salespeople create separation. Then they position themselves as the bridge the prospect can use to traverse the terrifying gap between where they are and where they want to be. Next one is misconceptions and myths. Most people have a lot of faulty beliefs about sales, and this harms their ability to close clients. Make sure you are not one of them. Next one is moral obligation. As a salesperson, you have a professional duty to help your prospect, and you are responsible for their success if you can help them. You are responsible for their decision, and the outcome of this call depends on you being sincere and honest with your prospect. By telling the truth, the best outcome is impossible to prevent. Call structure. We structure our calls in an orderly, step by step manner. We don't want to waver from the structure. We start with questions, then we pitch, then we answer the prospect's questions, then we close and handle objections. The one call rule. It's entirely possible to close people on a 160 minutes phone call. We don't want prospects lingering in the maybe zone. We don't want कि हम उनके साथ 3 calls करें and we still don't get any results. Fence sitting is within no one's best interest. The next one is to revisit. You need to be reminded more than you need to be taught. You can learn this stuff over the course of a few hours, but you must continuously come back to it until you make this a habit, until everything is settled in your brain. And the last one is you are malleable, which means you are changeable, and with time जितनी ज़्यादा आप calls करोगे उतना ही आप इस चीज़ में better होगे. Now this is what happens before the call. This is you and your call. This is your prospect, and they now have an awareness that there is an opportunity for them, or else there is like this pain that could be solved here. Then during the call you make a clear understanding of where they are at. You have a clear understanding of where they want to be. Then you use this gap and you position yourself or your offer or your service as a bridge the prospect can use to go to their desired situation. Now coming to the next part, which is using this process ethically. This sales training will teach you how to position yourself under services as the bridge to someone achieving their greatest desires in life. It is so powerful that you are literally going to be able to convince anyone to do anything. Use it ethically. Use it with honesty, fairness, and a solid moral code. Just because you can convert someone does not mean you should. You should only and only convert someone, you should only take money from someone अगर आप actual में उनकी help कर सकते हो तो. Now coming to the freedom sales arsenal, I'm going to share this resource with you. This is our sales arsenal. This would be available for you to download, and these are some tools that I have used for mass conversion, and they work really good. I call the following techniques persuasive weapons of mass conversion for a reason. These are expert level techniques we have used to close hundreds of clients. Be sure to implement every single one of these when conducting the sales calls. Print out these resources, pin up every page, and read every single day until you get these techniques as optimal defaults or as habits in your sales approach. Now, sales is a very very dynamic thing. We'll be covering this very soon in the next modules. सेल्स चेंज होती है. आपका यूएसए का जो सेल्स प्रोसेस होगा वो शायद इंडिया के सेल्स प्रोसेस से काफ़ी अलग हो. आपका रियल एस्टेट का सेल्स प्रोसेस शायद एजेंसीज के नीश के सेल्स प्रोसेस से काफ़ी अलग हो. लो टिकट का सेल्स प्रोसेस हाई टिकट के सेल्स प्रोसेस से बहुत अलग होता है. लेकिन सम ऑफ दीज थिंग्स जो मैं आपको इस सेल्स आर्सेनल में बताऊंगा, they are constant and they are going to apply to every single scenario. Weapon number 1 is silence. Silence is by far the most potent sales weapon you can use. It's very simple. When you ask your prospect a question, just shut up. Do not talk over people. Do not butt in or interfere with their sentences, regardless of how confused or muddled they are. When you ask a question, just shut up. Let them finish speaking, give them a couple of seconds of silence, and then ask your next question. Most people are incredibly uncomfortable with silence, and when we allow prospects silence to talk, they will reveal more and more about themselves and their current situation. We can later leverage this to close the deal, right? हम लोग बाद में इसका फ़ायदा उठा के उनको क्लोज कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज द मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन वी हैव द मोर सेपरेशन वी कैन क्रिएट, एंड अ गुड सेल्स पर्सन इज़ द वन हु क्रिएट सेपरेशन. So now, like basically the thing is that you will notice if you give your prospect a couple of seconds of silence after their answer, they will start filling the silence with more information. Let's say I ask you something like what marketing are you doing right now, and वो बोलेंगे I don't really know, and आप चुप हो जाओगे. तो वो विद टाइम आपको बोलेंगे कि वी हैव ट्राइड फेसबुक एड्स, वी हैव ट्राइड ईमेल मार्केटिंग, दे डिड नॉट वर्क आउट, एंड इस तरह से वो और ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन देंगे, एंड द मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन दे गिव यू, the more pain they will be creating, right? Now the weapon number 2 is non-judgment. No matter what you do, never ever judge the prospect. Remain unbiased in every way. अगर आपको कॉल से पहले लगता है they cannot afford your service, still don't judge them. अगर आपको लगता है कि उनके पास बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे and they are too big for your agency, still don't judge them. If they say something stupid or if you disagree with what they are doing, still don't say anything and do not judge them internally either. अगर आप किसी को इंटरनली जज करते हैं, इट विल लीड योर सबकॉन्शियस माइंड टू स्क्यू द कॉल इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ योर जजमेंट. एंड बिफोर अ कॉल अगर आप सोच लेते हैं कि इंसान नहीं खरीदेगा, तो आप उस कॉल को उसी डायरेक्शन में लेके चले जाते हैं एंड आप उसको कभी क्लोज नहीं कर पाओगे. नेवर एवर जज पीपल. द सेकेंड द प्रॉस्पेक्ट गेट्स एन आइडिया कि आप उनको जज कर रहे हो, उसी सेकेंड उनकी ईगो ऊपर आ जाती है. And when this happens, the prospect is no longer on the call to invest in the change. They instead are now just to protect their ego, and आपके और उनके बीच में एक ego clash शुरू हो जाएगा, which is not beneficial to anyone, right? So that's why we don't judge anyone. Weapon 3 is let them sweat in the gravity of their own situation, never solve. We are going to be asking prospects difficult question about their problems, pains and desires. When we do this, we naturally dredge up negative emotions and anxiety in the prospect's mind. It is the pain which will motivate them to buy from us. Do not solve this pain, do not coach, and do not for God's sake start adding value. अगर आप YouTube पे कोई वीडियो देखते हैं about sales, people will tell you कि add as much value as you can and things like that. We need the prospect to sweat in the gravity of their situation and sit in the weight of their agony. You are not on the call to solve their problems, coach them or make their pain go away. अगर उनको अपना पेन दूर करना है, they need to pay you and they need to let you work. You are not going to help them on the call. Imagine being a doctor conducting a consultation about someone like with a serious heart disease, and अगर आपने उनको ऐसा कुछ बोल दिया कि कोई डरने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, मैं ठीक हो जाएगा, ये हो जाएगा, तो they will take it lightly and शायद वो सर्जरी ना करवाएं, right? The patient will calm down and they will decide against doing anything about it, and you don't want to do that. Weapon number 4 is raw unwavering confidence. Sales is the transfer of emotion. If you radiate doubt, the prospect would be doubtful. If you radiate raw unfiltered confidence, the prospect would be confident. Confidence is by far my biggest asset in sales. This all comes down to having a good product and having confidence that it can truly help someone. If you know you can help them, muster up all the confidence you can and make it clear that you have absolute conviction in your ability to help them. This should only apply when pitching or when handling objections. Weapon 5 is patience. Do not rush your call for the sake of efficiency or respecting their time. If you really respect their time, conduct the call in a patient, professional manner. If a prospect says they do not have 45 minutes, reschedule for a time when they do have. Do not rush the process. Keep a calm, collected, and patient attitude. If you start skipping questions or jumping to the end before the prospect is ready, sale will never close, right? आपको वो gap create करना ही पड़ेगा, and वो gap create करने के लिए you will have to ask them questions and you will have to give them time. अगर आप वो नहीं करोगे तो there is no way कि it would work out. So accept कि at least each call is going to take 60 minutes and block out 1 full hour for each call. If you have event scheduled to start immediately after, you will rush through the call and you will botch it. Weapon 6 is working in a straight line. Hold focus and hold your line of questioning. Do not allow the call to go off on a tangent just for the sake of rapport. Rapport means trying to be friendly with the person, or trying to make jokes with them, or trying to look familiar to them. Do not go from the tangent of the call just to like add rapport, or just to add value. Stick to your questions, keep saying okay in response to their answer, and move in a methodological, pragmatic manner. Doing this makes you look extremely professional and serious about growing their business. Business owners will recognize that you have a very proper sales process, and this will give them confidence in your agency. Do not jump in talking about that sports game or Facebook ads or anything. Just say okay to their answer and move on to the next question. Weapon 7 is reframing. If you are uncertain about a prospect's answer, frame it back to them to make sure you fully understand what they are trying to say. Our sales process revolves around having a very solid understanding of the prospect and where they are at. So do not be afraid to say something like, okay, just to make sure that I understand what you're trying to say, you're currently using Facebook ads, but it's not working well for you. You also started email marketing, that's not going well either, and you need a company to take care of both for you. Is that right? So when you add this, is that right, and just to make sure that I understand, आप दो फायदे करते हैं. First one is reframing, demonstrate that you have listened to them and it will really help them in opening up. राइट तो जब उनको लगेगा कि आपने ये चीज़ दोबारा कही, जस्ट टू मेक श्योर यू अंडरस्टैंड, उनको लगेगा कि आप उनकी बातें सुन रहे हैं एंड यू आर जेन्युइनली केयरिंग अबाउट देम. एंड व्हेन यू आस्क देम इज़ दैट राइट, वो लोग और ज़्यादा ओपन अप होते हैं. दे विल ऐड मोर एंड मोर इन्फॉर्मेशन विच इज़ द की टू क्लोजिंग. Weapon 8 is ego evasion and belief breaking questions. A lot of your sales calls will end in a no. This usually happens because the prospect's beliefs are not aligned with yours, or they don't believe that what you do will work for them. You may believe it, but getting them to believe it is quite a task. If you directly challenge their beliefs, their ego barrier will fly up and they will never ever come down. If you want someone to accept a belief that you have, the easiest way to do is through intelligent questioning. Understand that the prospect will not listen to your ideas or advice until they have actually bought something from you. So there is no point in trying to convince them of your way of thinking directly. If we are too direct with our approach and tell the prospect what they should believe or think, we would not get anywhere. Use questions that by the prospect answering them undermine their belief and shatter their paradigm around it. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फ्रीडम फार्मूला में एक बहुत कॉमन ऑब्जेक्शन है. लोग बोलते हैं आई डोंट वांट अ प्रोग्राम, आई वांट अ डन फॉर यू सर्विस. What we say here is, okay John, let me ask you a question about that. You have just told me on this call that appointment setting is the most important thing to achieving your goal of $40,000 a month. एंड आपको अभी भी अपॉइंटमेंट सेटिंग के बारे में नॉलेज नहीं है, एंड आई अंडरस्टैंड कि आप इसको आउटसोर्स करना चाहते हैं, बट आपको नहीं लगता कि एज अ बिज़नेस ओनर इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट कि आपको इस चीज़ के बारे में जानकारी हो जो आपके बिज़नेस की ग्रोथ में नंबर 1 प्रायोरिटी होल्ड करती है. तो व्हेन दे थिंक अबाउट इट एंड व्हेन दे आंसर इट इन दिस वे, आप उनकी बिलीफ के अराउंड जो पैराडाइम है उसको शैटर कर सकते हैं एंड यू कैन गेट देम टू क्लोज. नाउ वेपन 9 इज पुट ऑल ऑफ योर फोकस ऑन डायग्नोजिंग एंड नॉट क्लोजिंग. Release all attachments to the yes and put all of your attachment onto accurately diagnosing where the prospect is at and where they want to be. Forget all about the close until you have established whether or not you can actually help someone. Weapon 10 is okay. When your prospect replies to the question, just simply say okay and move on to the next question. This acknowledges कि आपने उनकी बात सुन ली है and you do not add any bias to their mind. Do not add anything to their answer when you are asking them questions. Just let them answer, give it a few seconds of silence and then say okay and move forward. If you start chipping in your opinion, और अगर आप अपने ideas add करना शुरू करोगे, the train of thought of the prospect will be skewed and it will be impossible for us to learn about the truth of their situation. अगर हम उसमें अपना bias add करते रहेंगे, we won't learn about the truth of the situation and then it would be very difficult to close the client. Weapon 11 is audio. I prefer audio over video calls. This is up to you. I just find audio allows me to focus more on the sale and it allows me to use silence as a better weapon. So these were the sales arsenal. I would recommend you go through this once again and आप इनको रोज़ पढ़िए जब तक ये आपके दिमाग में as a habit नहीं बैठ जाते. Now moving forward, let's talk about our A to C process, the script that we use at Freedom Formula. सबसे पहले before the call preparation. 5 to 10 minutes before the call starts, be sure to do the following. 5 minutes before the call, send the prospect a Zoom link. Be ready with their number, prepared to dial the exact moment the clock hits the time which is due to the call. Then release any emotions and judgment you may have coming onto the call. Clear your mind and enter a tranquil state. Next one is stop focusing on closing, focus on diagnosing. Remember, you are a doctor. You diagnose an issue, you run multiple tests before you prescribe a solution to the client. Next one is remove all distractions, turn off all the notifications, emails, and every single thing. It should just be you, the computer, laptop, or phone, and a notepad. Have a clean sheet of paper and a pen on your desk to write notes. If the prospect filled out a survey, have their answers in front of you. Make sure you're recording the call and are ready to hit the record button. Use headphones so that you can talk with your hands. Make sure your environment is quiet and you have no distractions. Tell your roommates to shut up, make sure you have been to the toilet, etc. You have a bottle of water around you and all these things. Now, section 1 is micro rapid. यहाँ पे हम लोग अपने client के साथ familiar feel करते हैं. तो you can go with like, hi Aditya here, आप कैसे हैं, how are you doing, was it a good week for you, and इस तरह से you just have some talk with them. Now this depends on your approach and ये dynamic चीज़ होती है. हो सकता है कि especially in USA and Australian market people are very friendly, तो you can talk like this. In UK or in India people are not as friendly and it's a better way कि आप बस उनसे पूछे और आप बताइए कैसे हैं and then you move forward with the call. Once this is done, section 2 is setting the agenda. तो इसमें आप उनको बताते हैं कि ये कॉल कैसे जाएगी. You will tell them what we'll do here is I will start off by asking you some questions about your business, your goal and the application you sent through. Then if it sounds like we are a good fit, I will explain you about our program and how that works. At the end you can decide if you want to be a part of it or not. Then we move forward and we establish the primary motive. अब यहाँ पे this thing sometimes works in India, sometimes it does not. Most of the time it does not work in UK, USA and Australia में this works really good. आप उनसे पूछ सकते कि can you tell me what motivated you to put this time aside and take this call with me today. Sometimes this question will reveal the prospect's motivation, which is what we are looking to root out and leverage. If you get this in the first try, it's awesome. Otherwise आपको और questions पूछने होंगे. For example, when you say whatever problem or whatever thing they mentioned earlier, let's say appointment booking, what do you exactly mean? तो वो बोलेंगे कि we have some problem with it. Then you can ask them, could you explain that in a little more depth? Then you can ask them, why do you think does this problem exist? Then you ask them, have you tried to actually fix this? If this worked out for you or not. Then you can ask them, how long has this problem existed for, and things like that. Now this does not really work in India, at least मेरे experience में it did not, because when you ask people why did they come on this call, they just tell कि आपने email भेजा था मैं इसलिए आया, and उसके बाद you cannot add anything further. Then we understand where they are at. तो हम लोग उनसे questions पूछते हैं, what do they sell at their business, how do they structure their pricing, what prices do they charge, and what does their ideal client look like, what are the key selling points in their business, what is the main problem that they're solving for this business, and what is the sales process and things like that. हम उनके business के बारे में जानकारी लेते हैं. Then we start indirectly causing pain. अब हम उनसे पूछते हैं कि आप डेली कितने अपॉइंटमेंट्स बुक कर रहे हो, आपको कितने कस्टमर्स आ रहे हैं मंथली, do you know how much does it cost you to get a new customer, do you have a system in place to get customers on demand, are you comfortable with the growth side of your business, and then finally you ask them how much money are you making per month with this business at the moment. It is very important that you get this monthly revenue figure before proceeding. Do not proceed with the call until you have this. Getting this number is imperative to closing the sale. It helps the prospect associate you and your offer with their income. Now once this is done, we define their goal and future pace it. तो हम उनसे पूछते हैं कि next 12 months में आपका क्या goal है, how much money do you want to be making per month with this business in the next 12 months. Again हमें एक specific dollar figure चाहिए होता है so that we can move forward. If they don't have a goal yet, you can help them in defining it. You can ask them some questions. Just keep asking questions, but they need to be the one who would be setting the goal. अगर उन्होंने goal set नहीं किया तो they won't believe it and it won't be theirs to achieve. You can ask them ki what is your motivation to getting your business to whatever goal they have, how would the business change, how would their personal life change, and our job here is to help them with their vision. हम चाहते हैं कि वो इस चीज़ पे विश्वास करें and we really want to make them see what is possible and we want to get them a picture of what would it be like once they achieve this goal. Future pacing the goal, dream and desire is very important. And अगर उनके goals बहुत छोटे हैं, if they are aiming too low, then ask some questions like, do you think it's possible to go beyond what goal you're setting for yourself? क्योंकि what happens is most people answer these questions with their current problem in mind. So you can ask them, if you really did crack this problem around marketing or whatever you're solving for them, what do you think would be possible for you to achieve? Once this is done, we want to make sure that the prospect admits defeat, because now we have a clear understanding of where they are at and we have a clear understanding of where they want to be. अगर आपका जो ब्रिज है उस ओनर को ऐसा लगता है कि वो जो ब्रिज है वो ये अपने आप ही कवर कर सकते हैं, लेट्स से वो 5 लाख रुपए कमाते हैं एंड उनको 10 लाख रुपए कमाने हैं, एंड अगर उनको लगता है कि अगले 6 महीने में वो अपने आप ये चीज़ कर सकते हैं, दे आर नेवर एवर गोइंग टू बाय फ्रॉम यू. सो यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि दे एडमिट देयर डिफीट. So you ask them कि you are currently making $10,000 a month, you want to make $40,000 a month, can you tell me what is stopping you from doing this on your own? अब आप उनसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहोगे जब तक यू गेट वन ऑफ दीज 3 स्टेटमेंट्स. आइदर दे टेल यू कि दे कैन नॉट डू इट ऑन देयर ओन बिकॉज दे डोंट हैव इनफ नॉलेज, और दे वांट टू डू इट फास्टर और गेट अ शॉर्टकट, और दे वांट टू फॉलो अ प्रूवन सिस्टम एंड बी मेंटोर्ड बाय एन एक्सपर्ट. ये 3 में से जब कोई एक आ जाता है तो यू गेट अ ग्रीन लाइट टू मूव फॉरवर्ड. Now we establish emotion and deep conviction. This really works very very good in USA and Australia. India में ये इतने अच्छे से काम नहीं करता है. But again, sales is a very dynamic thing. So the more feedback you get, the better it would become. So you can ask them like, okay, you're making $10,000 a month. Why not just continue with what you're doing? Then you can ask them, how is struggling with this business helping you, like having an impact on you? Then when do you want to fix this problem? And in most cases they'll say, I want to fix it now. And you can say, I understand you want to fix this now, but what is your level of commitment to making it happen? Right? These questions, they will bring up some of the deepest emotion in people. I have seen people cry when answering these questions, whether it's paying for a relative's medical bill or the phobia of failure or a ruined marriage. There is always a very very powerful reason why someone wants to change and grow their business. We all have deep set desires and reasons for wanting to grow. My reasons used to be insecurity, being terrified of an average 9 to 5 job, jealousy of successful friends and things like that. I would have done anything just to satisfy these desires. You must root these reasons out and you must let the emotions associated with them bubble up from the subconscious. People are not going to buy from you because you use a Facebook pixel, or you have this kind of funnel copy, or you have this latest copy, or you have this email system. They will buy because they have a very solid reason for growth of their business. Then section 9 is statement of confidence and permission to explain. Here we tell them if they are a good fit for us. We tell them ki I can say with a lot of confidence that we can definitely help you with this, and would you like me to explain how? Then we state our expertise. Expertise का जो statement होगा, we are going to help you in creating that in the next session itself. But you can go like, well, over at Freedom Formula or whatever company you have, our area of expertise is helping your niche. So let's say agency owners in getting more clients. We do this by helping them in installing client acquisition systems which work all of the time and things like that. Then the ideal client for us to work with is typically making between X and X per month. अब वो जितने रुपए कमा रहे होंगे आप अराउंड उतना ही एक फिगर यहाँ पे लिखेंगे या उनको बताएंगे, and with the goal of getting to somewhere between this and this per month, and ये उनका future desired situation होगा. And the main problem we help them solve to get there is customer acquisition or client acquisition or show up or whatever you're solving for them. And it seems to me that you're a very very good fit for what we do. When you state your expertise and who you help, you want to say it in such a way कि सामने वाले client को लगे, damn, that's exactly what my situation is, and we seem like a pretty good fit, and they like it should always sound perfect for them. As we progress through the sales training, we will show you how to write this statement out for your niche. You want to write yours out and practice it until it is smooth and could be delivered with serious confidence. If you do this right, the prospect will put 2 and 2 together and believe that you must be an expert for helping them. When you finish stating your expertise, just shut up again. Now something awesome happens. The power dynamics in the conversation completely flips. When you state that you are an expert at what you do and you shut up, the prospect now has to ask you how it works and how can they start working with you. दिस फ्लिप्स द पावर एंड नाउ दे आर द नीडी वन. अब वो आपसे इन्फॉर्मेशन मांगेंगे, ना कि आप उनसे इन्फॉर्मेशन मांगोगे. एंड दिस इज हाउ वी फ्लिप द कार्ड्स. नाउ वी वेगली पिच आर ऑफर. If you do the section 10 correctly, your prospect will now ask you what you have to offer and how do you do it. When they ask, you need to pitch what you have in a clear way which does not solve their problem. When you pitch, this is when you pitch what you do and how it works. This must be vague, it must be high level speech, and you should not solve the problem and go into details. Do not talk about the features, processes, or anything like that. Pitch the ends, not the means. If you sell features, you will trigger feature focus in your prospect's brain, which is not what you want to do. You must keep them focused on the outcome, not the means of achieving it. We must write our own script. We will help you in writing your script. Then you write it out, you perfect it, and you get the delivery perfect. After you have said this piece, it's vital again to shut up. Next, your prospect will ask you questions about how your system works, and they will continue asking you questions until they have a clear understanding of how it works, and more importantly, how it will work for them. By letting them asking these questions, we are building out their dream offer, क्योंकि वो हमसे वही इन्फॉर्मेशन मांगेंगे विच दे नीड टू मेक अ डिसीजन. तो हम ना उनको एक्स्ट्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे होंगे, ना उनको कम इन्फॉर्मेशन दे रहे होंगे. विल बी गिविंग देम एग्जैक्टली वट दे वॉन्ट टू हियर. You should answer their questions clearly and concisely and then shut up and wait for the next question. When answering these questions, do not diverge the conversation or the tangent. Stay focused and keep your eye on the prize. After a while, the prospect will have asked all the questions regarding the offer and then they will ask you for the price. Now we are going to leverage incentive based pricing. So this part only comes when the prospect asks for the pricing. And we go something like this. Well, the fees for building our system is $1,500 per month, and the setup fee, it is a one time fee of $2,000. but हमने ये चीज़ पता करी है कि पिछले जितने भी clients हमारे best थे, they were the ones who took the fast decision, and that's why we have this incentive based pricing. If you decide to move forward on this call with me, I will waive this $2,000 setup fee. हम इसको माफ़ कर देंगे, and we will only be charging you $1,500 per month. And again, you shut up. The silence here is the most crucial part of your entire call. You must not cave in and you must remain silent until the prospect speaks. कई बार this silence take like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes as well. This is very very uncomfortable for both sides, but this is like a battle कि पहले कौन बोलेगा. Then we are waiting for them to say something like what is the next step or how do we move forward or something like that. Then you can say we can get you started if you want right now, and then they'll be like okay, how do we do it. Then you can tell them कि हम आपको invoice भेज देते हैं and we'll be sending you the contract on your email. You can do this and that. You can basically close the client. This is how we close clients. Now let's talk about what we will not accept. When done correctly, this sales process and script will trigger perfect clarity in the prospect's mind and they will make a decision to work with you. But more often than not, prospect will try to take home the option to work with you and will try to avoid making an immediate decision. लोग immediate decision बनाने से डरते हैं. But think about it, why would someone not buy from us after all of the offer and all of the script and all of the confidence and all the objection handling that we did? Because they weigh up their options and decide कि they are fine with their current situation. This is known as retreating to fine. Do not let people retreat to fine. Show them the gravity of their situation, keep increasing their pain and the seriousness of it until they cannot retreat to it anymore. What we will not accept: anything that is not a direct yes or a direct no. This decision must be black and white. You should expect the prospect to make the decision there and then and not leave it in the gray area. एग्जाम्पल्स आर, कोई आपको बोलता है कि हम अगले हफ्ते इसके बारे में बात करते हैं, आई नीड टू थिंक अबाउट इट, और वेल आई नीड टू रन दिस विद माई बिजनेस पार्टनर, और कैन यू सेंड मी द प्रपोजल बाय ईमेल और समथिंग लाइक दैट. वी डू नॉट डू दैट. हमारे पास प्रपोजल्स या ब्रोशर होते भी नहीं हैं. द ओनली थिंग वी कैन सेंड दम इज़ अ रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ द कॉल एंड वी गिव दम अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम. हम 1 या 2 बार फॉलोअप करेंगे एंड दैट इज़ इट. नो येस इक्वल्स नो. If a yes is not present, the answer is no. Maybe does not cut it. Maybe means no to us. If your prospect is serious about working with you, they are not going to turn out a huge discount just to think about it. Clients that make a quick decision genuinely are the best kind of clients, and they're the ones we always have the most fun working with. We do not want fence sitters. You must create a reason for the prospect to buy there and then on the call. Otherwise, the chances of them closing are super slim. never ever let a single call go in the maybe zone. If your prospect says they want to think about it later on, tell them that maybe sounds like a no to you, and that if they want to come on board on a later date, it will be at full price with the full setup fee. And सच तो ये है कि if they do not buy from you on the call or on the same day itself, chances are कि they are never ever going to buy from you. And that is basically it for this particular session. This is what we had to cover. Soon we will be talking about how we can create your own script, how we can create your own expertise statement and things like that.